Right now, you believe you're seeing the world as it truly is. You believe that your eyes act like cameras, recording reality objectively, and your brain acts like a hard drive, storing the facts. I am here to tell you that this is a biological lie. You are not seeing reality. You are seeing a hallucination. You are seeing a microscopic fragment of the world that your brain has decided to show you, while actively deleting 99% of everything else. Think about a magician. He doesn't actually make the coin disappear. He simply directs your attention to his left hand, while his right hand moves the coin. You don't see the movement, not because you are blind, but because your brain deemed it irrelevant data. This is exactly how you are living your life. There's a version of your life, right now, where the opportunities you are begging for are already present. The partner you want to meet is walking down the same street. The business idea that could make you millions is staring you in the face, but you walk right past them. You look at them, but you do not see them. Why? Because your internal search engine is filtering them out. You are physically blind to your own success because you haven't programmed your brain to render it visible. Today, we are going to talk about the most powerful mechanism in the human brain, the Reticular Activating System, RAS. This is the biological gatekeeper of your reality. If you don't learn how to control it, it will control you forever. Let's dive into the neuroscience. To understand the RAS, you need to understand the problem of data overload. At any given second, your senses are bombarded with approximately 11 million bits of information: the temperature, the noise, the colors, the pressure on your skin. If your conscious mind tried to process all 11 million bits at once, your brain would short circuit. You would collapse. So, evolution created a filter, a bouncer at the door of your mind. This is the Reticular Activating System. It is a bundle of nerves at your brainstem with one specific job: to block almost everything. The RAS creates a barrier. It asks a simple question: is this information important for my survival or my current goal? If the answer is no, the RAS deletes it. It makes it invisible. This was useful for our ancestors. A caveman needs to see the tiger in the bushes, not the beauty of the flowers. But in the modern world, this survival mechanism has become a prison. Here's the scary part. Who programs the RAS? Who tells the bouncer what is important? For most people, the RAS is programmed by past traumas, fears, and negative conditioning. If you grew up believing money is hard to make, your RAS accepts this as a command. It says, okay, money is a threat. Hide all opportunities. You could be standing next to a profitable investment, and your brain will literally gloss over it. But you will instantly notice the news about the economic crisis. Why? Because your RAS is trying to prove your belief right. It is what psychologists call confirmation bias, but it is a biological structure. Let me prove how blind you really are with a famous experiment by psychologist Richard Wiseman. He wanted to understand the difference between lucky and unlucky people. He took two groups. Group A identified as very lucky. Group B identified as unlucky victims. He gave both groups a newspaper and said, count how many photos are inside. The unlucky group took 2 minutes. They were diligent and stressed. The lucky group took only seconds. Why? Because on the second page, there was a giant headline: stop counting. There are 43 photos in this newspaper. The unlucky people didn't see it. They looked right at it, but they were so focused on the struggle of counting that their RAS filtered out the shortcut. But it gets better. Halfway through, there was another message: stop counting. Tell the experimenter you have seen this and win $250. The unlucky people missed that too. They were too busy doing what they were told, living in their tunnel vision. The lucky people saw the opportunities because their RAS was open to the unexpected. This experiment proves one thing: you are not unlucky. You are not a victim. You are a victim of your own biological filter. You're walking through a field of diamonds, looking for stones. And because you're looking for stones, that is all you find. So, how do we hack this system? How do we fire the old bouncer and hire a new one? The RAS doesn't speak the language of wishes. It is a primitive system. It needs clear, specific commands. Here is your protocol to reset the machine. Step 1, radical specificity. The RAS fails when you give it vague commands like, I want to be rich. That is too much data. You need to be as specific as you were when you decided to buy a specific car. Remember the white Tesla effect? You need to trigger that. Write down exactly what you're looking for, not more money. Right? I am looking for an income stream of $2,000 a month, not a relationship. Right? I am looking for a partner who values loyalty. Once you define the visual parameters, the RAS switches from passive mode to active search mode. Step 2, visualization is a simulation. Your brain has a flaw. It cannot tell the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined event. When you visualize yourself succeeding, the same neural pathways light up as if you were actually doing it. By visualizing your goal every morning, you are priming the RAS. You are telling the bouncer, this image is important. Look for anything that matches this. If you don't visualize success, your brain defaults to visualizing your fears, and your RAS will manifest your fears just as easily. Step 3, the evidence hunt. This is a practical technique. Treat your life like a scavenger hunt. Wake up and give your RAS a daily command. Today, I will find 3 pieces of evidence that my life is getting better. Then look for them aggressively. Maybe someone smiles at you. That's evidence. Maybe you find a parking spot. That's evidence. Maybe you see the number 1111. That's evidence. When you spot these, say, I see you. Why is this important? Because neurons that fire together wire together. Every time you acknowledge a positive sign, you strengthen the neural pathway that looks for positivity. You teach the bouncer, show me more of this. Slowly, the filter shifts. The gray walls of your reality crack. You notice a flyer you've walked past 100 times. You overhear a conversation that solves your problem. You look into the eyes of a stranger and realize they are the one. Did the world change? No, the world remained the same. The only thing that changed was your filter. Your reality is not fixed. It is a selection. Stop trying to change the world outside by brute force. The world is infinite. It has everything, poverty and wealth, love and loneliness, existing at the same time. You don't need to create the opportunity. You just need to tune your antenna to receive it. Here is my challenge to you. For the next 24 hours, set a specific intention. Pick a specific object, like a yellow butterfly or a purple hat. Tell your RAS, show me this. Then go about your day. You will be shocked at how your reality rearranges itself to present that object to you repeatedly. And when you see it, remember, you have the power to make the invisible visible. If you can manifest a butterfly just by shifting your attention, imagine what else you can manifest. The limitation is not in the sky. It is in your skull, and you have just learned how to break it. We are building a sanctuary for awakened minds here, and I would love for you to be a part of this family. If this video opened your eyes, please consider liking it, not just to support the channel, but to tell the algorithm to show this message to someone else who is currently lost in the dark. You might change a stranger's life just by hitting that button. To continue mastering your mind with us, subscribe and join the journey. Seal your intention in the comments below. Right? I am tuned to opportunity. Turn on the filter. Let's wake up together. I will see you in the next video.